Oh hi, it's Bukai. So we're back with another guide for IdleOn, and this is going to be a level 60 miner guide on there. And it's going to be a continuation and an upgrade of my level 60 solo character. So if you're interested in on this, we're going to show you a character who is now mining gold. Currently without any skills equipped or anything like that, just by using the raw stats that I have from the alchemy and the raw tools equipped, we have gotten 11 gold per hour. Now, if I go down to the actual Codex, which is what I want to go to first, go down to your cards, you want to scroll down, unequip anything that you currently have, and the cards you're going to want to put down first are any of the mining cards that you have. So first it will go down to your gold, then it will be your actual iron will be next, and then I believe copper doesn't give you much, it's just accuracy. So from here, what I want to do is actually go down to Amarok, and from Amarok, I will then, because I don't have any additional cards personally, however, if you do have additional card slots, you want to take either drop rate or card drop rate, or you want to take more of your actual to gaining mining efficiency. But this is good enough for what I currently have, and that's the thing with these builds, is you got to adjust them to what you have. It's important to realize that. So, we are going to start again inside of the actual Barbarian tab. Now, the Barbarian tab is interesting here. I built initially first my character being a hybrid, where he was going partial fishing on my Barbarian, because I might as well, and then my mining would be over here. However, that may seem good in theory, but my rate of gathering was 40% of what you would do if you literally just took and dropped 100 points straight into this. Putting 100 points into back to basics and just dumping this straight down to moving all of your points into the actual warrior tab is, well, I'm not even clicking on there, increased my yield by that much. It is that important to do. So we are almost there. And then once you get 100, your next piece is to fill up your strongest statues, or to actually put down into the actual strength summon. This is where I go into my actual mining build over here, where I will put 50 points into Firmly Grasp It. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stop at 25, because that will give me that, just in case you don't have enough points to continue with all this. So put down 25 into Firmly Grasp It. But most importantly, you want to drop 100 into Big Pick. Big Pick is the most important skill to take when you're actually mining. This will start to eat up a lot of the actual mining nodes that you're working on. However, what this will do is, as you can see, we're already up to 1,200 of the actual mining bonus efficiency on there. So with just this here, you can smack a mining node and get a ton of mining abilities on there. So let me just turn on, let me go down here and show you guys. So now we're at 29, and then when I hit this and I go like that, actually that will keep us on 29, because I forgot to add this guy here. And we will go back. So it's now climbing up to 33, and we're nowhere near done going through these on there. Now, the others on here, what you would want to do is upgrade your tool proficiency. I personally bring this up to around 75-ish. However, you can stop at around 25. When it comes to the actual Motherlode Miner, what I then do is I put this guy up to around 20. I'll go 25 as well, why not? And then Copper Miner. Copper Miner is where it's interesting. Like, as you see, I only have 29 copper stored, so this is not going to give me much. I will have to go back and actually gather more copper ore in order to boost this up, as you want to get it to at least 1,000 and maintain 1,000 inside of there. Truthfully, later on, you're going to want to keep at least 100,000 inside of your actual piece. It's that important on here. So for the amount that I currently have, again, put up 25. So as you can see, you're kind of wanting to level up these three evenly. to a point. Because this is where I actually max Tool of Proficiency next. I'll put down the 25 and 25, and then I will bring this straight up to 100. Da-da-da. And boom. So that gives me an additional 26% on my actual efficiency. And then my remainder will go right into the actual copper collector. Once you're done the actual copper collector, bringing that up to around 100, or at least 50. I went past, but I'll go up probably around to 75 on him. Then you want to put into the Motherlode Miner. There is arguments for going down to the Temptress Emotions. However, I don't really invest into this guy until you're a lot higher level, where you can just basically have a permanent mining slave. And then they will sit there and just continuously mine and mine and mine. And at that point, gaining that extra skill gain is worth it because you've already got the others maxed. So that is what I would consider the dump stat on there. Now, if I go to the actual AFK info, you can see it's brought it up to 48. Now we want to go back over here, considering that we can't put any more into the actual... Actually, sorry, we don't want to do that yet. We want to go back over here where we are going to max brute efficiency. Putting brute efficiency up to 100 is where you really get your gains. You want to really ignore, even I would say ignoring the idle skilling ability over here, and put brute efficiency up to 100. Putting brute efficiency up to 100 will give you a significant bonus on top of the actual, or over the actual idle gain. It may seem counterintuitive, but the amount that you get from that versus just 12%, as you see, we're all the way up to 145. 12% from what we were at before probably would have only brought us up to 60. It is that important to put up into that. So once you've got that up to 100, this is when you would want to go over here, where you would want to probably put this... You want to fill this up to as much as you can. If you've got it up to the cap, this is where it becomes important on there, because I am going to be able to bring this up to straight up to 100. And let's see, we're at 72, 70, 80. This is where you then, why you want to skip the actual Barbarian, because considering, as you see, we're going to go up to 83 on the actual strength. If you've got enough points to go past the actual strength limit on here of 100, then you want to go back to your actual Barbarian tree and upgrade this guy first, your strength, some more. But because you aren't, you then go over here and you then dump all of your stuff into the actual strongest statues ability, gaining more might, mining, and Ocean Man statues bonuses. May not sound like the greatest, but it is a really good bonus to have. And that there is how to actually build a mining build and the steps to actually go further. But with this guy, you should be able to start racking in a ton of gold. Like if I go here now, we're at 290 or 239. We're at 2.7k on our actual yield. Now that yield's not the best in the world, but once I hit level 25 on my mining, which is 2 levels away, if I go to my Codex, Quick Reference, Anvil, might as well hit the produce while I am here, I can then build very shortly the gold pickaxe. And this should bring me up to the point where I might be able to start having a 5% chance to mining platinum with this build. This build has the potential of increasing, growing really fast, and it's just, altogether, it will really depend on your mining statues and your alchemy on there, which, speaking of which, I don't even have my alchemy abilities on there. So I'm going to end the video here and go put on my actual alchemy bubble. And the one that I am talking about, that every one of your miners should have, is this guy here. The Hardy IdleOn. It'll increase your mining efficiency and per power of 10 hit points, so there is an argument to be made to putting this as your dump stat and this as a dump stat. However, at this level and stage, I don't think it's worth it until you're basically hitting the 100 marker. But with that, I'm not going to stall anymore, so I will see you guys later. Take care.